Prince Harry, he's looking to reconcile his relationship with the royals. He's reportedly invited King Charles and Prince William to the 2027 Invictus Games. What are the chances they'll attend, Kinsey?
The tension between Prince Harry and the British royal family has been making headlines for years now, with each new development sparking more questions than answers. From the infamous Oprah interview to Harry and Meghan's exit from royal duties, the rift seems to have deepened with time. But now, a new move by Prince Harry has reignited speculation. Is he trying to reconcile with the family he publicly distanced himself from? Or is this just another publicity tactic cloaked in diplomacy? According to reports, Harry has reached out to King Charles and Prince William with an invitation to the 2027 Invictus Games, a cause close to his heart. But the response, or rather the lack of one, suggests not everyone is ready to move on. In this video, we break down the details of Harry's latest gesture, the royal reaction, or silence, and the deeper issues still lingering beneath the surface. We'll also revisit the story of Meghan Markle's alleged rejection of royal mentorship, another crucial moment that might have changed everything. Let's dive into the real story behind the headlines. Prince Harry is reportedly taking steps to reconcile with the British royal family, a move that has surprised both supporters and skeptics alike. According to Sky News Australia, Harry plans to formally invite King Charles and Prince William to attend the 2027 Invictus Games, a sporting event he founded for wounded veterans.
Looking to reconcile his relationship with the royals, he's reportedly invited King Charles and Prince William to the 2027 Invictus Games. What are the chances they'll attend, Kinsey?
On the surface, this appears to be a heartfelt gesture, signaling that Harry may be ready to mend fences after years of highly publicized disputes. The invitation is being described by insiders as an olive branch, suggesting that Harry is opening the door to repairing fractured relationships. However, given the magnitude of the past rift, ranging from public interviews to memoir bombshells, many are wondering whether this is too little, too late. Still, it's a notable shift in tone. Rather than using the media to criticize, Harry is now using a platform he built to extend peace. Whether this invitation is met with acceptance remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Prince Harry appears to want a new chapter with his family. The real question is, does the family want that too? While Prince Harry's invitation to the Invictus Games might seem like a step toward reconciliation, critics are questioning the sincerity of his gesture.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So this is being framed as something of an olive branch. Insiders say that an email invitation will be sent out later this month, followed by a formal invitation. But when these gestures are publicized before they're privately extended, it raises questions about their sincerity.
The biggest red flag? The fact that the invitation was leaked to the media before being formally extended. This move has led royal watchers and commentators to wonder, is Harry truly seeking peace? Or is he trying to manage public perception? The optics of publicly offering an olive branch before reaching out privately suggests a strategic PR play rather than a personal appeal. It almost feels like Harry is trying to control the narrative, to show the world that he's trying to be the bigger person, regardless of how the royal family responds. This kind of calculated exposure undermines the authenticity of the effort. If reconciliation is genuinely the goal, many argue it should begin behind closed doors, not in front of cameras. By choosing to go public first, Harry opens himself up to accusations of being performative. For a family known for its preference for privacy and protocol, this move might not bring the closeness Harry claims to want. It could push them further away. Even if Prince Harry's intentions are genuine, his timing couldn't have been worse. The Invictus Games are scheduled to overlap with a very significant royal milestone, Queen Camilla's 80th birthday. This puts King Charles and Prince William in an awkward position. Attending Harry's event would require them to potentially miss or downplay a celebration for the Queen Consort, which would be seen as a snub within the family and by the public.
Starts to feel less like a reconciliation and more like PR. And realistically, the likelihood of the family accepting is slim, not just because the event overlaps with Queen Camilla's 80th birthday, but because trust, once broken, takes more than a headline or an invitation to rebuild.
Once again, it appears that Harry is either unaware or unconcerned about the optics of his decisions. Royal insiders believe this conflict in scheduling significantly reduces the likelihood that Charles or William will attend, even if they were open to reconciliation. It's hard not to view this as either incredibly naive or deliberately provocative. By inviting them during such a meaningful time for Queen Camilla, Harry may have unintentionally, or perhaps intentionally, placed them in a no-win situation. This only reinforces the impression that while Harry talks about unity, his actions often complicate any chance at healing. With tension still fresh and trust eroded, the chance of a heartfelt reunion seems dim. Another major revelation coming out of this recent news cycle involves Meghan Markle's early days as a royal. According to reports, Queen Elizabeth had personally suggested that Meghan meet with Duchess Sophie, wife of Prince Edward, as a mentor to help her navigate royal life.
Well said. Now, it's been revealed that Meghan Markle wasn't interested in receiving any advice when she first joined the royal family. Tell me what Princess Sophie has had to say on this matter.
That's right. Well, it's
Or is it Duchess Sophie? Is it Princess or Duchess? I can never keep track of who's who.
It's Duchess Sophia. So Giles Brandwith has actually revealed that when Meghan was first introduced into the fold, Queen Elizabeth suggested that Meghan meet with Sophie because she thought she'd be a really incredible mentor for her. And Meghan rejected the offer and said she had Prince Harry and she didn't need any help when it came to navigating royal life.
Sophie had experienced her own difficulties adapting to the monarchy and was considered the perfect guide. However, Meghan allegedly declined the offer, stating she already had Prince Harry and didn't need additional help. This detail contradicts many of Meghan's public claims that she was unsupported and left to figure things out alone. It paints a different picture, one where support was available but turned down. Rejecting mentorship from someone like Duchess Sophie, who had been through the same trials and eventually found success within the royal structure, now seems like a missed opportunity. If Meghan had accepted, it might have helped ease her transition and perhaps softened her relationship with other royals. Instead, this refusal is now being revisited as one of many missteps that fueled the growing divide between Meghan, Harry, and the rest of the royal family.
And I don't know how familiar you are with, Duchess Sophie and Prince Edward's history, but they tried to do the half in, half out. They got in a little bit of trouble. They pivoted. They went full into the royal world, and now they're superstars in the fold. So these were the perfect people to mentor Harry and Meghan because they've lived it. They've experienced it. So these stories now just circulating thanks to some books that are coming out and some books that have been released. But it just goes to show Meghan had help. She wasn't completely turned away. She was offered the help that she claims that she wasn't.
The story of Meghan Markle rejecting Duchess Sophie's mentorship gains even more weight when you consider the Wessexes' own journey through the royal ranks. Prince Edward and Sophie initially attempted a half-in, half-out lifestyle, balancing royal duties with private careers, just as Harry and Meghan later tried. However, the Wessexes quickly realized that this arrangement led to confusion and controversy, and they ultimately committed fully to royal service. Today, they are among the most respected and quietly effective members of the royal family. If anyone could have helped Harry and Meghan navigate the challenges of royal life, it was the Wessexes. Their experience could have provided not only guidance, but also a blueprint for balancing public duty and personal life. Instead, that wisdom was reportedly dismissed. This wasn't just about mentorship, it was about rejecting a proven path that might have prevented the couple's eventual split from the monarchy. Looking back, it seems that Meghan and Harry were offered the very kind of support they later claimed they lacked. That decision to go it alone may have permanently changed the trajectory of their royal story. So, where does this leave Prince Harry and the royal family? His invitation to the Invictus Games might be positioned as a peace offering, but the doubts about its sincerity, the poor timing, and the family's long memory of past betrayals make reconciliation a tall order. At the same time, new revelations about Meghan Markle's early interactions with the royal household show that there may have been more support offered than previously believed, support that was declined. These small but critical moments in history are now being re-examined with fresh eyes. As the monarchy continues to evolve and the Sussexes build a life across the Atlantic, the question remains: is there still a path back to unity, or have too many bridges been burned? Publicly, the door may appear ajar. Privately, however, it may already be shut. One thing's for sure, this royal drama is far from over. Whether it's PR strategy or genuine effort, Prince Harry's latest move has once again put the royal family in the spotlight. And as always, the world is watching. Stay tuned because the next chapter could be the most revealing yet.